Hello, welcome back if you're visiting again to my channel called Brain Dweller. If I'm being honest, I don't like it all that much, but it's the only thing I could think of that conveyed what I was trying to do with this channel, which is I'm always in my head a lot with all my ideas, all my creative thinking, and I realized I don't have an outlet where I just get it out of my head, and while I don't have to share it with the world necessarily, I'm choosing to try to do that this year for 2020 because I just always have a lot of ideas and things I want to share and didn't have a way to do it, so I went with that name. I don't know if it'll stay, but that's what I'm going with for now. So welcome back to my channel, Brain Dweller, if you're coming back. If you're new, hello. Today, what I've been dwelling in my brain about a lot lately is sewing. Sewing is my thing lately. It is my creative outlet lately, and what's really got me going lately is taking part in this challenge called The Great Module Sew-Along, which is hosted by TomKat Stichery. Love her channel. She's really got me out of a sewing funk and also stay stitching. And so I want to rush one more top into my module for that challenge. If you hear any of that dinging, sorry, that is my cat. Turkey! Turkey, stop it! Come here! Come here! Come here! Come here! Come on! I tricked her. When I make that noise, she thinks I'm offering her food, and I'm not. She just went at me. Okay, so the plan for today is to make one more top for the Great Module Sew-Along, and I want to do a pattern hack of sorts. I have no idea what I'm doing. This is going to be a vlog of sorts to see if I can make what's in my head happen. And also with the coronavirus going on, like, I'm kind of losing my mind, and I have the time to squeeze one more thing in. Friends is off of Netflix, so I can't watch that for a 6th time in a row. Who am I kidding? Can't go anywhere. Everything's closed, so I'm going to sew one more top. And why are you still allowing this? Okay, go ahead. I drew a sketch of the idea I have. If you're not familiar with the Misty top and dress pattern from So Altered Style, that's what I'm going to be using today, and I'll try to insert a picture somewhere, like here or something, I don't know. I'm going to try to pattern hack that. So that's just a basic camisole as is, but I think what I want to do is make a crop top. I love a good crop top, and it's getting warmer, and this module is designed for the summer anyway. So I have some extra linen here. I have some extra cotton batiste that I'm going to line it with, and let me see if I can make this work. Here's a sketch I whipped up of what I'm trying to do. I mean, that ratio though, like, can I have that waist please? This is not a great sketch, like, anatomically speaking, but whatever. I'm just trying to convey what's in my head. So what I want to do is basically chop the bottom half of the camisole pattern off and instead do a ruffle, and I want it to be like higher in the top and then lower in the back, like a high-low situation. So the top will be the same. Bottom will basically be like a gathered strip of rectangle attached here. So I'm gonna try to make that happen. And y'all are coming along for the ride. Okay. So basically right now my course of action is I got my top in this pattern I've already made, and I tried it on, and then I just put a pin where I thought I would want that ruffle to start, and I'm going to use that as a reference point on the pattern. So I'm just going to fold this in half. Match the side seams. That's enough. Just trying to ruffle. So I'm lining up the V right there. Let's check if you can see. Okay, so this is the front pattern piece. I've got my shirt folded in half, and it doesn't have to be perfect, I'm guessing, because I don't really know what I'm doing. And I'm just gonna make a little mark where that pin is. Okay, there's the mark. I need to make sure I get under my dart because I don't want to cut into that. So I guess what I'm gonna do is, where's my ruler? There's a marking right here for the waistline. So I'm just gonna get a line on my ruler parallel with that. For now, I'm just gonna draw a straight line. I don't want it to be straight. I want it to be curved a little bit, but I just want a reference point to start with. Okay. So for like 2/3 of the way across from the center, I think I want it to be mostly straight, but then I want to start curving it down. So I'm just gonna roughly sketch. This would be a great time for a French curve ruler, but I don't own one. And I think that's too sharp of a curve now that I'm looking at it. Oh god, this is harder than I thought. Okay, I think I want it to start more, like I don't want it to be a very, very sharp curve. I want it to be more shallow. So I'm just gonna cut it. Okay. So that will be curved. But I'll have to remember to leave a 3/8 inch seam allowance on the raw fabric. So I'm gonna write a note for that. Add 3/8 inch seam allowance. Okay, now at this point, so this, oh no, okay. I gotta fold this. Okay, sorry, I had to gather my thoughts and pause for a sec. I was trying to manipulate this. Can you see it? Yeah. I was trying to manipulate this dart so I could get the true length that I actually cut once it would be constructed, because that's not the actual length of the garment. But it's not like laying right when I do that. Frankly, I've never like worked with paper like this. Like, you know, all the slashing techniques you see, never done it. So I think what I'm gonna do is measure the distance that I cut off right here. There, you can see it. I'm gonna measure the distance from the end of the dart down to here and then reflect that here. And this is the back piece. So I basically would need to start my new cut here. Yeah, I think that will work. And then this way we'll have to go like more of the opposite curve. Okay. So let's see. Got my ruler here. Okay. So this distance is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. 1 11/16. So now, oh, I could have just like matched it. Wait. No, this is wrong. I'm an idiot. No. Okay. I need to add that to this distance. Take away the dart. Got it. Okay, so then this distance is, look guys, I'm learning. Let's see. This is 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch. 3 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 3 3/4 inches. Sorry about that. Okay, so I need to add those together, or I can just do it separately. Here we go. So now I'm here. This is the part where it attaches. So I need to go. Turkey, don't get in the way again. Thank you, honey. Nope. There you go there, okay. I need to go 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's the top of the dart. I'll just write T-O-P. And then I need to do 1 inch from there, 1 inch, and then 11/16. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, right here. And I'll put bottom. Okay, so I don't know if you can see what I did there. Come on. There we go. So I wrote top, and then there's a little line right there, and I wrote bottom. So in theory, if you take away the distance of this dart here, so just the top above the dart, and then just below the dart, it should be what I just wrote down. So with that being said, I can start sketching at this point, and I'm gonna lay this here just to see what it would look like. So okay, we'll do that. And honestly, if it's like, if it looks goofy, I can always cut it a little bit with the scissors, like just shape it how I want once it's worn. And with that thought being out there, I'm probably going to add a bigger seam allowance than 3/8 just so I have room to play with that. So let's change that to, let's change it to 1 inch. Okay, so I'm going to cut on this line here. Uh-oh. That just fell apart. Great. Oh, okay, it'll go right there. Alright, I need to find tape, put that back together. But in theory, those should be my pattern pieces now, minus the ruffle. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and cut those out of my lining and my linen. You're literally standing on a chair right now. I got a tripod, by the way, and I'm being really dumb with it, so I hope you don't fall. So I cut out my pieces. This is the back piece and lining. This is the front piece and lining. What mistakes did I make? Oh, I had to recut this piece because I forgot to add that 1 inch seam allowance. Turns out even when you write yourself a note, you're gonna forget it, so. Okay, next step is to mark my darts, sew the darts, and then on both pieces, the lining and the front, and then attach at the sides for both the lining and the front, and then see where we're at. So I'm sewing a dart now, and I've seen this technique on blueprints where, well, first of all, of course, you start with long tails. There we go. And then you put your needle down, and then instead of starting the dart from this end, you start from the point. So I have one pin going the opposite way here. Yeah, so usually you would want to start there, which is what I usually do, but the technique I saw is to start and like shove your needle while it's down right at that point. And then, what am I trying to do? Oh, press her foot, duh. Then take that out. And then slowly, I think I shoved it too much. Like that. Slowly catch the fabric. And then proceed as normal. Oh god. That kind of worked. I mean, I don't know what it looks like yet, but I thought it would be more difficult.